Well, hello, I hope y'all are all having a fine day. This video is about some simple hexagon floating shelves that I built for some friends of ours. It's about 4 or 5 minutes long. I'm going to show you along the video here kind of some ideas and techniques on how to do this. And I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below. Thanks. So as I stated earlier in the preview of this video is a pretty simple build. And I'm not going to go into details about how big everything is or how all the little nuances, but kind of just show you some basic woodworking techniques that you can use. In a couple hours, build something nice for your home. On Amazon, you see the same item being sold for about, I think, like $50 for 3 of them. I was able to build 3 of these, or 6 of these rather, for about $20. Okay, so hope you enjoy this video. It's fairly simple. The first step we're going to do is, with any woodworking, what you have to do is the lumber you get from the home center, the big box store lumberyard, isn't the size you normally need. So I'm running through the planer. I'm taking them 3/4 inches down to about 5/8, a little bit less than 5/8 of an inch, so it's more dimensional, more proportional to what you're trying to do. The planer does a good job of cleaning this up, and I had about 36 of these pieces to run both sides to get down to the desired depthness that I wanted. Next, on my sled, my saw sled, you now work the lumber down to the size and squareness you want. I want these down to about a little bit less than 6 inches. So I'm squaring off each side, each end, so you have nice square pieces. The key in woodworking, you have to have lumber that's true and square. That is flat, square. You got to have a good starting point to work from. That's what I'm doing here with this simple sled on my table saw, running these through each side, getting it down to that desired width. And again, now at this point, I'm ripping the lumber down to the width that I want. I believe on this, I went about 3 7/16. At the same time, getting those sides nice and even, so all the pieces of wood are precise, the exact same size. Now here I'm taking on a table saw. If you remember your high school geometry, in order to build a hexagon, you have to have 120-degree angles. So here I'm setting up a small gauge on my table saw to take that blade from 90 degrees over to 120 degrees. So I'm taking the saw adjuster here, adjusting that blade over, as you can see. And this is the important part here. You got to have good angles. You got to have good, consistent angles for the hexagon to basically meet up. One of the joys in doing woodworking here is taking simple problems and figuring them out. The big thing here is simply, again, getting that saw blade to exactly 120 degrees. The more patience you have in measuring your project, the better the results will be. Now, I'm going to take the 120 degrees and I'm going to cut off each end. I built a little jig here to do that. As you can see, as I run it through the table saw, it's taking each side. And again, I'm having to do 36 of these. So I built a little jig where I can do that easily and repeat the same process, because it's the repeatable process I'm doing over and over and over again. And this little jig with a couple of clamps really helps out. Again, that saw is 120 degrees because we're building a 6-sided object here. Now here we go. Now we're going to assemble it. Pretty simple. Take some wood glue, glue the edge there. Give it a good bonding surface. Now, because we have an odd angle here, I just can't clamp these up. I could, but the easiest way of doing this is to glue the sides and then use a brad nailer. And I believe I used the 5/8 inch brads on this. Might have been an inch. And have some patience here. Find you a good solid surface to work off of. Put some paper down. Take the brad nailer and bam, and do that. Then you're going to work around all 6 of these sides and do that. And when you're done, basically that's what you got. Take a little sanding, a little wood filler to fill in the pinholes where the brads are. And this is ready for stain. This is pine. This is simple Douglas fir. This is pine. You can stain, or if you wanted to paint it. And again, in a couple hours you're done, and you built something nice for your home or something nice to give as a gift. So again, I hope you enjoyed this video. And again, have a fine day.